this video, we will explain the install unit of the qualification pathway. We'll help you understand what the course covers, what you must study before taking this course, and the examination process. This unit will further develop your knowledge and understanding gained in the foundation course, the first unit of the qualification pathway. It will focus on how to apply fire safety law, codes of practice, and guidance for your role as a systems installer. You will then develop your comprehension of systems installation, systems testing, and fault finding. The course also covers the documentation necessary for installation and handover to other key stakeholders, including commissioning technicians and the end user. Successful completion of this unit, along with the following units on the screen now, will give you a full qualification. You'll be awarded the FIA AO Level 3 in Fire Detection and Alarm Installation, Theory and Regulatory Requirements, meaning you'll be ready to start applying what you've learnt to the workplace right away. The install course covers a wide range of subjects that are necessary for correct and efficient installation of fire detection and alarm systems, and is designed to ensure that technicians who are awarded the qualification are better prepared for their jobs. The install unit is part of the FIA's qualification pathway, which is currently the only pathway of courses that will lead to a nationally recognised qualification. We'll discuss the other courses on the qualification pathway at the end of the video, so keep watching. This is one of our advanced specialist units and is set at level 3 on the Regulated Qualifications Framework, which is a level 4 on the European Qualifications Framework, and the minimum level of education specified in the European Standard EN 16763, Services for Fire Safety and Security Systems. And although this standard isn't mandatory by law, it is incredibly necessary for determining the quality of service that a company currently provides its customers. The idea for this standard is that by having certain service levels specified, it gives buyers greater confidence into what they are purchasing. Luckily for you, a qualification is the level of education specified in this standard, so you can rest assured in the quality of learning provided for your engineers. This course has 5 areas of study, labelled A to E on the syllabus set by the FIA awarding organisation. You might recognise these topic areas from the foundation course. That's because they are introduced in foundation. The install unit takes all of the concepts and ideas that were introduced and takes them even further, going into more depth and pinpointing the most relevant piece of information for installers. The amount of insight into these topic areas is considerably more. So that's why it's important that learners take and pass the foundation unit first, so that they've been introduced to these areas before developing their knowledge further on the install unit. You can download the syllabus yourself from the link below for ease of reading, but here's a quick overview of what you'll learn for each section. The first topic is BS 5839 and IS 3218. In this topic, you'll refresh your understanding of the system categories and the key differences between them before learning how they will influence installation. You'll also discover why it's important that components are compatible and how components that are not compatible may be used in the same system and what the limitations are. We'll teach you the installation requirements for the relevant standards and help you understand how to ensure that a system is installed to the best practice standards. Next on the syllabus is CDM. This topic gives a working understanding of the regulations and how it affects those working in the industry. You'll also learn the industry definition of the term competence, which is a key term used in legislation. Competence has never been truly defined by law, so you'll discover what this term means, and specifically what it means for you and your company. Learners will also learn to understand the life of the system and how, during installation, they can be called upon to facilitate the ongoing maintenance and management of the system. There is a lot more covered in this topic, but you get the idea. It's about looking at the legislation and being able to define and explain the key roles of different people defined in the legislation and understanding their responsibilities. The third topic, listed as C on the syllabus, is building regulations. Learn how building regulations relate to the relevant standards, discover how installing a fire alarm system can compromise the fire protection measure in the building, and how the FD&A system can be used to help mitigate some of the risks posed by the building, its design and structure. We'll teach you to recognise and use relevant standards and regulations and give consideration to the built environment when installing in systems. As a final point, you'll learn about means of escape and how that relates to fire detection and alarm systems. Next up is Section D, Installation Methodology. This topic area will help learners understand and apply the methods necessary for installation of a system. Remember that this course is theory-based, so you won't necessarily wield tools in the classroom or exam rooms, but you will be expected to apply your knowledge of installation to the problems that have been set. For example, you'll learn how to test for circuit continuity and to identify and rectify faults. You'll be able to test for loop load and carry out calculations, produce installation documentation such as wired as fitting drawings, explain any special considerations for fire stopping and limiting fire spread following installation, how to choose and position detectors, engineering good practice, be able to describe a number of fault finding strategies and give examples of when they might be used, and many other things. In the assessment, learners will be challenged on how and where test readings should be taken, what readings should be returned to show correct installation, and what to do in recognising faults when readings are wrong. So it's worth revising for all of the above. Just be aware that this isn't everything in this topic. So if you're still wondering and would like to know more, download the syllabus from the link displayed. The final topic, documentation, is all about the documentation required to facilitate installation of fire detection and alarm systems. Everything from fire risk assessments to the design plan, the zone plan, and the essential installer entries into the logbook. You'll find out how documentation can be referred to when problems arise and what solutions are available, and learn how this information should be communicated to suppliers, consultants, and system users. In a nutshell, it's the paperwork that is one of the key things that installers should know and understand how to use. Once you've done all the studying with us, it's exam time. The exam is set by the awarding organisation, the exam body, and is 2 hours long. As with all examinations on the qualification pathway, it's taken digitally on a tablet and conducted in the standard exam conditions. No books or conferring allowed. Learners are tested purely on their own individual knowledge and understanding of the subject and how it's relevant to their role as a systems installer. Question difficulties will increase from those experienced in the foundation unit. This is why you must study and pass the foundation unit before taking the installation unit. Remember, you'll also need to pass the environmental and health and safety unit to obtain the full qualification. But it really doesn't matter which order you take the units within the qualification pathway, so long as you've taken the foundation first. Once you've taken and passed all 4 units in the qualification, you'll be awarded your certificate. If you'd like to find out more about what the course covers, click the link below the video to download the full syllabus, or download the prospectus by clicking the link in the top right. And we look forward to having you in one of our classes soon.